What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another lab session. You know, we back with some topics, y'all. About to get straight to it and make it happen, though. But I have some things I want to touch with you guys that have been on my chest, heart, and mind this past week, you know. But let's start with the fitness topics, right? One thing that I notice a lot of people tend to do is they jump on that scale too much and too soon. So when you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure, because when you jump on the scale too soon, you didn't give your body time to adjust, acclimate, or actually change. And now you're having expectations to get on the scale to see a certain number that you want to see, and that's not what you see. Now you get discouraged. Now you all in your feelings about the shit because the scale went up or down a few pounds, and it's not where you want to be. I recommend you don't look at that scale except maybe once every 2 weeks to every month and see from there. Because in time and in a few months, man, you're going to see your body start physically changing. Then you'll be eager and excited to jump on that scale again and really see what the scale talking about. You know what I mean? So, for example, me gaining this weight, I don't really look at the scale too much. I look in the mirror. That's my, how I determine whether I'm gaining or losing weight. Another good tip for y'all is when you're gaining or losing weight, man, have a shirt or some kind of clothes that used to fit you or that was you were too small in before, and you're going to be able to tell if you're gaining or losing within time. You know what I mean? That's what I like to do is the clothing test. You know what I mean? I'm not going to measure my arms, not going to do this, not going to do that. I'm just going to try on the clothes that I've used to wear or that I still wear and see how it fit. Like a lot of my clothes now are getting kind of small because your boy done, you feel me? So that's one thing I recommend y'all do. Don't look at the scale. You're only going to get yourself upset and discouraged, because I've done it before, you know what I mean? Whether it was gaining or losing. Even now, like someone asked me, hey, like, what are you weighing at right now? I said, last time I weighed myself, it said this, you know what I mean? And I left it at that. So, just depends, man. It don't hurt, but I'm just telling you from experience, and like I know most people are going to get upset and discouraged when you jump on that scale and it's not the number that you were looking for. You know what I mean? So base it off of your clothes and your performance, right? That was the other thing I was going to say, is go down the path of performance, right? If I'm pushing more weight, I know I'm getting stronger. I know I'm getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? If, like I said, look in the mirror. If I see my body fat going down, if I see my abs a little bit more, I know I'm losing the body fat that I need to lose. You know what I mean? And that'll really tell you everything you need to know. Like I said, when it comes to bulking and I'm in the gym, if I know last week I was putting up 30 pounds and this week I'm doing 40, I know we're heading down the right path. If I was doing 40 pounds for 5 reps and now I'm doing 40 pounds for 10 reps, I know I'm heading down the right path. So use those indicators to really see where you're at and push yourself, man. Push yourself and really see. And while we're on the fitness tip, I've been talking to a lot of my first responder friends and people in these fields. I have a brother who's a firefighter. You know, I got some more friends and family that are in the military or have military backgrounds and things like that. And it's really crazy to see a lot of these jobs changing the standards, right? Because people can't be in shape. People aren't in shape and they need staff. Because as a first responder, you are the first line of defense when it comes to any kind of disaster. You know what I mean? So if you were in a situation and you need somebody to protect you, who would you want to see coming your way? You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming maybe like a 6 foot, 215-pound swole dude running to the rescue, bro. You know what I'm saying? Versus a goddamn 300-pound bowling ball heading your way that's tired when they get there and can't really help or assist you. You feel what I'm saying? Imagine relying on somebody for chest compressions and they're tired after one set. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you're fighting for your life and you're expecting police to come there and give you assistance, but now they're out of breath when they got there. Now they need a break. Hold up, y'all. Wait, please stop. You feel what I'm saying? That's not realistic. That's not life. You know what I mean? That's why I did my interview with my boxing coach, Marco Fazzini, man. He was saying how it's a great skill to have regardless. Great way to get in shape, man. There's so many different ways to get in shape. A lot of it just comes down to diet, though. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to go to the gym to work out. It's easy to go pick up something heavy, lift it up a few times, and get some strength and stuff like that. It's really not complicated. The part where it gets complicated and hard is when it comes to diet and staying consistent with that, building the mental resilience to go through those little times of hunger. You know what I'm saying? Go through those times where you need to stay locked in to really get towards that goal that you're looking for, that you're aiming for. You know what I mean? As a first responder, bro, you should not be out of shape. Now, I will play both sides because I am like I'm always on devil's advocate, right? I do know people who are out of shape who have bigger hearts than people who are in shape, right? So it doesn't make or break it, right? But at the end of the day, performance is what matters, right? Results is what matters, right? So even if you got all the heart in the world and you can't perform, you could give it your all, and your all may not be enough at times. At that point in time, you know what I'm saying? You could give 105%, but your 105 wasn't enough. So now you need to give 110, 120. You feel what I'm saying? As to where if you were on your mission, taking care of what you need to take care of, and you did what you're supposed to, eat the right things, did the right workouts, you never miss a day. You know what I mean? When it's time to perform, it's a little bit easier because you're already ready. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. You know what I mean? It's so important, man. And not only being in shape, you know what I mean, but having like all of it, man. Being in athletic shape, being functional is what they like to say. You know what I mean, man. Being able to run, being able to jump. In every field, there's gonna be different needs for different things. You know what I mean? So me personally, I'm the kind of dude I like to have it all. I like to have it all in my hands. I don't want to not be ready for nothing, right? You might be a police officer. You got to jump over a fence. I seen a video like that recently, man. Dude had to go over the fence and fell jumping over the fence, bro. It took him forever, right? You might have to go over a fence. You can't jump a fence, bro. That's a problem, man. You might have to chase somebody down. You know what I'm saying? You might have to run for your life. Sometimes you got to retreat, man. Sometimes you got to fall back and chill, get your mind right. And if you can't do that, man, the other person ain't going to stop and give you a chance, bro. You feel me? Back to work in the medical field, you might have to do chest compressions, man. You might got to stay focused and focus on your breathing when in a stressful situation. You know what I mean? And being in shape is going to help you through all these different things, right? You, as a first responder, you the first response, man. You the one people looking to. And anybody in these fields, you don't only have to be a police officer, CO, nurse, EMT, all firefighters, things to be considered first responder, man. As a grown man, bro, you got a family, you got something you trying to protect. You know what I'm saying? You got something you looking over. You got something you catering to. You security for somebody. You a first responder, bro. You know what I'm saying? You the first response. And as the first response, bro, it's your job and duty to be in shape and be ready for whatever's to come. You know what I mean? I don't know why they don't teach these things in school, because such as like first aid, basic first aid, you know what I mean? Basic things when it comes to human psychology in regards to like being an authority, being a leader, you know what I mean? Learning how to have command presence, you know? That's what you want, man. That's what you need. You know? How does it feel to have your partner look at you and not feel safe when you with them? How did that make you feel, man? Do you ever wonder that? How your partner feel? Ask your girlfriend, man. Ask your wife. Do you feel safe when you with me? If they say no or they even hesitate to answer that, that's everything you need to know, bro. That should be enough motivation for you to go in the gym right now. That should be enough motivation for you to be like, bro, I need to lock in, bro. I can't go back. I have to stay true to this, have to stay on top of my stuff, have to keep doing what I'm doing, stay focused and locked in, and be in that lab day in and day out. You feel me? Ask your partner that, man. Ask your mom that, man. See what your mom say. If you got a sister, ask your sister that, man. And they ain't gonna lie. You know? Ask a kid. Kids don't lie neither, man. Ask anybody you around. You got somebody that you would want to protect, that you care and love for, man. You the first response when it comes to any situation. As a man, bro, you need to be in shape and ready for whatever, bro. You need to have it all in your bag. Be able to run, jump, fight. Man, like I said, boxing one of the best things you could do, bro. If boxing not your cup of tea, go ahead and get in some kind of grappling. You know, get in some kind of MMA. There's so many different things out there for you to do. You gotta find what works for you, though, right? But you still gotta put in the work. There's no reason for you not to be in shape, bro. I really don't understand a lot of it, man. I don't understand how people could live and be okay not being in shape or not being confident in themselves, not being able to, you know what I'm saying, feel like they could perform when the time comes. But a lot of it too is complacency. You know, they say complacency kills. It's really a privilege to not have to worry. It's really a privilege to be like, oh, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a privilege to wake up and not have to look over your shoulder. It's really a privilege to not have to be super vigilant all the time, or you're looking, scanning the room and things like that. You know what I mean? That's really a privilege, and you need to be grateful for that if that is you. But if that's not you, and you have things you care about. You have things you have to worry about. You have to consider other people sometimes before yourself. You know what I mean? It's your job and duty, man, to protect these folks and be in shape in order to do so. But I go on and on about this all day, man. I go on and on about being in shape all day. With all that being said, too, here's another thing. A lot of times, bro, you'll complain about something, right? You'll be out there running, and you'll get tired, and you'll stop. And you stop because it was uncomfortable, right? But there's a difference between being uncomfortable and unbearable. There's two big differences, you know what I'm saying? Uncomfortable is like, you know what, it hurts. You know what I mean? But I keep going. You know, it's not cool, you know what I'm saying? It's not cozy. It's not chill. But I can keep going. I can still operate. Unbearable is when you're dying. You're on the brink of death. And it's game over. You're pretty close to out of there, you know what I'm saying? That's unbearable. It's two very different things. So whenever you're going through a hard time or a situation, man, ask yourself, is this unbearable or is this uncomfortable? And know the difference. Know the difference. When you sit there and ask yourself that, your body's going to do, you're going to like, it's going to be a switch that flips in your mind. It's like, damn, bro, it's really not that bad. I could really keep going the whole time. I really got some energy left up inside me. You know, maybe you might just be running them a few miles. You know what I mean? It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Just say it in your head, program yourself, man. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's not unbearable. Very rarely is it unbearable. You know what I mean? Unless you breaking bones and stuff like that, or something's great bodily harm. It's not unbearable, y'all. That's something you need to take with you, though, man. Uncomfortable versus unbearable. You know. When we talk about programming yourself too, man, this is another thing I want you guys to start doing, man. Really understand how important words are, you know. Words are crucial in your day-to-day life, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And with that being said, a great way to build confidence for those that don't have it is by having affirmations, right? Going to the mirror and speaking highly of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go to the mirror and say, hey, I'm XYZ ABC, whatever you want to be, man. You know what I'm saying? I said this story before, man. When I was younger, I would go to the mirror and I'd tell myself I'm handsome. I would tell myself I'm strong. I would tell myself I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm amazing. I'm the best all the time. At a young age, I didn't even understand what I was doing. I would just do it to build that up in myself. You know what I'm saying? Because no one else told me that. So I'm like, cool, that's what I got to tell myself. And eventually over time, now people will tell you those things. You know what I'm saying? They can see it. It exudes off of you. You know? So try that out, man. Try to write down some affirmations. I want you guys to get your phone, get a piece of paper, and write a bunch of different things that you want to be viewed as, man. Muhammad Ali, there was a video, and I did this a long time ago. This video of Muhammad Ali in an interview. They were saying, when you die, man, what do you want to be remembered as? He was like, a teaspoon of this, a quarter cup of kindness, you know what I'm saying? A half a cup of this, bomb, right? All these little traits and characteristics, right? Do the same thing for yourself, right? I want to be outgoing. I want to be outspoken. I want to be adventurous. I want to be this. Write it down and put it in the bathroom where you brush your teeth at. You know what I'm saying? Or put it in a mirror in your room. Put it in a mirror in your room, man. And for 10 minutes, go to it. You don't even got to be 10 minutes. It can really be 5 minutes, bro. It's really not that long. Just say it to yourself a few times, man. How that? I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Look yourself in the motherfucking eyes and say that I'm amazing. I can do anything. Every day, bro. And over time, you program yourself, man. You really start to believe these things when you didn't believe them at one point, you know. It really gets that deep, you know. And no matter what level or where you're at, you're still going to need these things, you know what I mean? The affirmations just might change, you know. I might not need to give myself that same confidence. I might need to tell myself something else. Or I'm going through something, I need to go ahead and reprogram myself again, you know. Sometimes I might listen to some bullshit and get my mind fogged up. But I get that out of there real quick when I jump back on his affirmations. On my board that I show you guys all the time, and I do more videos with that behind me. Because I hear some people say they like that, is some of my affirmations and quote on there is, I am amazing, I'm the best, I can do anything. Those are my 3 big major ones right there. Every day, man. You know? And it makes it easier to get through your day, bro, when you feel that way. you're a little more optimistic, you know what I mean? And then you start to believe what you saying, what you hearing, you know? That's all you need is belief that is true. Essentially whatever you believe is what's real, you know what I mean? And when you really feel it in your heart, mind, and soul, it make all the difference. We talked about this before, and I say this all the time too, man. It's easy to smile when everything's going good, man. It's easy to smile when the money's coming in how it's supposed to come in. It's easy to smile when, you know what I'm saying, your relationship's good. It's easy to smile when nobody just passed, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to smile when you have everything that you wanted uh, in the palm of your hand, you know what I'm saying? But can you smile when things are bad? Can you still stay focused and have that same confidence and same energy when shit ain't going good? Can you really push yourself to get up and stay motivated when shit ain't how it's supposed to be? When the money ain't coming in how it's supposed to come in, you know what I mean? When the opportunity that you thought you was gonna get says no, can you still smile during that? You know, I think that's what really separates people who are good and great. You know what I mean? Great is when you could do those kind of things. You don't let nothing get in your way. You keep pushing forward, man. You keep going. And back to what we were saying, how reprogramming yourself and those affirmations, man. That's kind of like when Alexander the Great's mother told him that his father was Zeus. You know, she programmed him to believe he was great and that he could do great things. Now that's an extreme example, right? But it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the same concept, same idea, right? But man, with those affirmations, man, it'll help you do that too, man. Even when shit's not going good, you still go through the affirmations, stuff like that, and you really build that confidence up, and you feel like you're everything you say you are, you really are, man. It makes it way easier to smile through those hard times. It makes it way easier to get past all the struggle and all the shit going on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So remember that, man. Like, remember, it's always easy to smile when everything's going good, bro. When shit's going your way, when you having it how you supposed to having it, man. You know what I'm saying? When you got options and stuff like that, when all that shit go away, man, can you still smile? Are you still happy? Are you still grateful for the things that you do have? You know what I mean? I feel like what makes good from great separate, you know? I ain't got much else for y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired, bro. And I got some things I need to do. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. A lot of good key takeaways and key points, man. If y'all got any topics for me, go ahead and drop them down below in the comments, man. Y'all got any questions, drop them down below in the comments, bro. But my biggest thing I want y'all to take away from this video was it's time to lock in, bro. It's 2026. You know, first quarter's done. First quarter's gone. It's time to take that shit to the next level. It's time to take yourself to a new level. It's time to go ahead and keep going and growing, man. It's time to get up in that lab and really experiment and put some things to the test, man. Put yourself through the test, you know. See if you're ready for that new opportunity. See if you're ready for that new level, you know. If you really try and do the things you say you want to do, if you really try and achieve and get the things you say you want, bro, it's time to put yourself through the test, man. And that's the biggest thing I want y'all to take away from this, man. So go ahead, start getting in the gym, man. Start doing these functional movements. Actually, I'm going to be releasing the PDF for you guys with workouts for first responders, explosive movements such as like beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels when it comes to things like tire flips, battle ropes, burpees, different circuit and hit routines that'll get you in shape. And I have a boxing one coming soon too. Y'all stay tuned for that with the boxing PDF with 3 or 4 different routines on there for you guys to get in shape. And I do one for the diet too. That's what y'all want, man. I don't know what y'all struggle with when it comes to diet though. You know what I mean? Is it the timing? Is it the what to eat? Is it how much to eat? Like, what is it that you guys struggle with? You know, because I can have a list for you guys of all different sources of protein, carbs, and fats. That way you have an idea of like, okay, when I go grocery shopping, I need to get these. You know what I mean? And then we could break it down into portions of how much you need to eat for each and everything. You know what I mean? But with all that being said, good little video, man. Stay tuned for all the things I got coming and going on, bro. I'll catch y'all on the next one.